Santa's Magic Key, written by Eric James and Simon Mendes. I didn't notice it was missing until Christmas Eve, and only then because I was looking for a place to hang my stocking in our new home. Everybody knows that when Santa delivers presents, he comes down the chimney, but my new home didn't have a chimney, so how would Santa get in? I had to write him a letter, and quickly. It wouldn't be long before Santa was loading up his sleigh and setting off. My heart was pounding as I rushed out of the door and headed to the post office. Maybe they had a last-minute delivery of mail that could reach Santa in time. Please be open, please. I've been good all year. But when I got there, the lights were out and nobody was inside. I was too late. How would I get my letter to Santa now? As I turned to head home, it started to snow. And boy did it snow. Thick white snowflakes swirled all around me. I could barely see my feet. When I turned the corner, I was standing on a street unlike any I had ever seen before. Where was I? Christmas carols drifted on the air and a horse-drawn sleigh whooshed by. A brightly lit window drew me towards a shop halfway down the street. I cupped my hands against the frosty glass and peered in. Toys lined each wall. The biggest Christmas tree I had ever seen stood in one corner with dozens of neatly wrapped packages beneath it. But the most wonderful thing of all was the sign in the window. As I pushed open the door, a little bell tinkled above my head. "Can I help you?" asked a cheery man with a white beard. "Yes, please," I said. "I have to get this to Santa as soon as possible. He needs to know that I haven't got a chimney." I handed him the letter. "Will Santa get it in time?" I asked. The shopkeeper's big eyes twinkled. "Oh yes," he said, "I guarantee it." I thanked him, but as I turned to leave, he called after me. "Just a moment, I can't let you go out in the snow without a coat." He handed me a large coat with a white trim. "No need to return it," he said. "I have a new one now." "Merry Christmas," he said, opening the door for me. "Merry Christmas to you too, sir," I replied. I walked out into the freezing snow. I had just reached the street corner when my fingers touched something slim and metal in the coat pocket. It was a key. This must belong to the shopkeeper, I thought. I turned around to return it, but the street I had just come from was no longer there. As soon as I got home, I hung up my stocking at the bottom of the stairs and put a big cookie and glass of milk on the table, hoping that Santa would be able to get in. Finally, I jumped into bed, but I couldn't sleep. What if Santa didn't get my letter? What if the shopkeeper needed his key? I had an idea. I sat up in the bed and wrote a note. I padded downstairs and hung the key on the front door with my note to the shopkeeper. With any luck, he would pass by and see it. I had done as much as I could. I went back to bed and soon fell into a deep sleep. On Christmas morning, I woke very early and ran downstairs. On the table were lots of cookie crumbs and an empty glass. Santa had been inside, but how? Just then I spotted my stocking bulging with gifts and something shiny poking out from the top. It was the key. I pulled out the key and with it came a note from the desk of S. Claus, December 25th. "Thank you for having my key on the door. Keep believing in the magic of Christmas and don't forget to put it out every year. Santa." Suddenly I noticed something I hadn't seen before. The key had the initials SC. Did the key belong to the shopkeeper? I ran to the closet and pulled out the shopkeeper's coat. Inside I spotted a name tag. I kept that coat and we lived in that house for many years. Each Christmas Eve I hung the key on the front door, and every Christmas morning I woke to find that Santa had visitors. Even when we moved into a house with a chimney, I still hung the key outside and Santa would put it back in my stocking before he left. I'm grown up now, so Santa no longer needs to visit me. I've kept the key as a reminder of my wonderful adventure, but now I think it's time to pass it on to someone special. It's for you. Hang it on your front door each year as long as you keep believing in the magic of Christmas. The key will let Santa in. Merry Christmas, everyone!